to my journal. We're going to get started now. Technical difficulties are over. It's journal time. So this is my Halloween journal challenge journal. I made this by hand in a few videos back. Bless you, to my boyfriend who just sneezed really loud. I heard him downstairs. So if you want to see me make this, then it's the video that's called How I Make My Junk Journals. Hello, welcome. Is the sound okay? Because I've had to put my phone the other way around, so hopefully it's not too loud because it's like right next to my mouth. So let's have a look through this, shall we? And then we can start with today's prompt. So these are my Summerween pages. Let me just move this to you so you can see. Is that? Yeah. These are my Summerween pages. So I made those in my Summerween journaling video. Hello. And then we get into the Halloween journal challenge pages. So this is the title page that I made on my last video. I'm just going to tilt this up because there's a shadow. Okay, there we go. Is that okay? Yeah. This is my autumn wish list page, which I'm very excited about. I have this is a 117-year-old postcard that I spookified with paint, and I thought it was really cool, and that underneath there is the rest of my autumn wish list. I've already ticked a few things off. We're making a lot of plans for October, so there's hopefully going to be more ticks on here, but I've just realised I put pumpkin patch on here, yeah, and we've just been to the pumpkin patch today, so I think I'm going to make today's spread. Sorry if that was loud. The prompt for today is cozy layers, but I think I'm going to make it a little bit about the pumpkin patch because that's what we've been doing today, so it makes sense. So I'm going to tick pumpkin patch off my wish list. It's exciting. I'll just show you through a few more pages and then we'll get started. So we have my other kind of prompts page. This was just me getting reacquainted with my supplies and putting a load of stickers down. My spooky playlist page. This is pumpkin spice. You may have seen the reel I posted yesterday about the mini book that I made for this little cookbook. This is just some autumnal things that happened. I'm glad the sound's good. And then my witch's brew spread with my little shaker pocket. And here we are. This is the page ready for today's prompt, which is cozy layers. And I'm just going to grab the little hand clip that I usually use so I can hold this down. Don't mind my squeaky chair. So I have this. This is a vintage brass hand clip. That's what you have to search on eBay to find it. Everyone always asks me, so that's how you get them. There's loads of different ones, and then I have no idea what you search for that one, but it's still like a page clip, a brass page clip, and you can probably get something like that on eBay as well. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the nice, kind words about my pages. I'm glad you like them. So this is the page we've picked for today's prompt, and I've been through my box of journaling things, Halloween journaling things specifically. I keep them in this, which is a pumpkin spice tea box. I thought the box was so cute that I kept it to keep all of my stuff in, and it's a mess. It's so full and I just really need to sort it out. So I went through this earlier. Here's some things I made earlier. No, sorry, I thought it was on Blue Peter then. And I put some stuff that I thought would be good for the cozy layers prompt into this little pocket, because otherwise it would just be an hour of you watching me sort through all of my stuff in that box. I mean, maybe you'd like that, but it would take a long time, that's for sure. I might actually use this itself because we want... Oh yeah, I'll tell you what I'm thinking for this before I show you through these. So to me, cozy layers is nice because it makes me think of adding a lot of layers to the page. So actual paper layers, using lots of different types of paper to build layers up on the page. But it also makes me think of layers as in hats, scarves, jumpers, gloves, being all wrapped up and cozy. So I like those two things together. So today I'm going to try to make a spread that is kind of very layered, hopefully, a few different things going on. But also I'm going to be using these pictures of us from the pumpkin patch today because I thought we were all wrapped up in very cozy layers. We've got our hats, we've got our gloves, everyone's looking happy and also looking, yeah, layered up and cozy. So they're the kind of two things I want to put together. and these are the things I've picked out. I just picked out some papers that I thought would look nice layered with each other. I have really no idea how I'm going to layer them. I guess I'll just figure that out. This is cute. Oh, is that on camera? Yeah, there you go. Got some orange paper. I used to have a lot more of that and I don't know where it's gone, so we can layer a bit of that on there. And then this like orange felt, because that feels cozy, you know, like a cozy layer in itself. This print, which is so cute, is I always say Marigona Suli. I hope that's how you pronounce her name. I might be saying it wrong. There it is. She makes really cute stickers, and this came as like a thank you card with one of them. And this to me, it's like, it's really cozy. She's got this jumper on, so it feels like layers. I just thought that would be nice to include. Then I picked out this sticker sheet from my box from Julie Sophie Art, purely because it had a nice scarf on it, and we want to kind of get some wrapped up vibes. Some of my autumn pattern paper. I have a little bit left of this on my shop. I always end up using this in my journal because it's just like so autumnal. And then my cozy night stickers. I thought kind of like the socks, you know, like cozy layers. And then my cozy patchwork sticker sheet for the cozy sweater and the scarf. And then I found this in the National Trust magazine. It's a little teacup and blankets. And it says wrapped up in joy. It's probably more of a Christmas thing, but I thought wrapped up in joy was like a really nice phrase for cozy layers. So I might use that, or maybe rewrite the phrase myself and just use some of this like blanket thing. It's quite nice paper. Wait, can you see that? I need to stop putting that off camera. And then I just popped some wax seals in there. I think that is just someone's coat cut out from the National Trust magazine. That can go on our layers. And then the photos. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I guess we'll get started. I think usually I'm going to start with washi tape, because that's always where I start, isn't it? So I've got this box. And while I pick out some washi tapes and decide how I'm going to layer them onto this page, I thought I could go through the questions that I made for the Halloween Journal Challenge videos. So if you've been watching along with the Halloween Journal Challenge, you'll see that there's a new creator for every day, and they're all talking, well, they're all doing a really nice journal with me for their prompt. We've had some great ones so far. They're all in a playlist on my channel, so definitely go and watch those, they're really good. But in some of them, you'll notice that some of the creators were answering some tag questions, which are just some little autumnal Halloweeny questions that I thought of as like nice discussion points for while people are journaling, because you know sometimes you don't know like what to talk about. So I thought it would be nice to talk about these on the live, because I can pick some stuff out and journal. You know, sometimes I can't, like I'll talk through some of it, but sometimes you just want to like get into the groove. And while I'm doing that, I can talk about these questions, because hopefully if we feel up for it, some of you could maybe answer them in the chat and we could have like a little discussion. I feel like that would be nice. So while I'm picking out some washi tapes, what was the first question? What is one autumn or Halloween activity or tradition you've always wanted to try but haven't yet? So if you have an answer to that, one autumn or Halloween activity or tradition you've always wanted to try but you haven't yet, let me know in the chat. I'm going to have a think as well while I do some washi tapes, and then I will give you an answer, because if I give you an answer immediately, I'll just be waffling. I just need to have a think about it. I've not looked at these questions and really since I wrote them, so I need to have a think. Because I have done a lot of autumn and Halloween activities and traditions. I'm always trying to like fit them in, so. Oh, I'm glad that you had the same idea. Yeah, just the word layers kind of, it's got such a nice double meaning for this kind of thing. I'm going to do layers of washi tape, I think, when I think about this. Where's that one that looks like burnt? Yeah. I like this. It looks like burnt edges to the page. It's actually really hard, because I do feel like since getting really obsessed with Halloween, I've done lots of traditions and activities. I'm always doing something, something Halloween related. I mean, honestly, I know it sounds silly, but trick-or-treating, as in probably sort of went once when I was a kid, but it was to like 2 houses, and it was with my friend's house, and my mum actually didn't want us to go, and it was a whole thing. But I'd absolutely love to like actually go trick-or-treating. Like, you know, in America, like, I just think the streets are full of like everyone trick-or-treating and it's all like festive. That just sounds amazing. I either want to travel back in time and go and experience that as a kid, or maybe like when I have kids one day, because I would like to take them trick-or-treating. I mean, you can still trick-or-treat like here and it's really nice, but I don't think it's the same as, you know, like in the old movies, and like, not when I say old, I mean like 90s movies. That's not old because I'm from the 90s, but and just like see the streets full of everyone trick-or-treating and enjoying themselves, and it just be like really festive. That's something like, do trick-or-treating properly, I think is what I'm trying to say. That's like a tradition or an activity that I'd really like to do that I haven't yet, so maybe that will happen. I'm peeling this one back off because I like how that looks underneath that one, so I'm going to do that down here as well. Oh, people throwing a pot has always appealed to you. Oh cool, have you never done that before? That's my mum, by the way, Prairie God Centre, and she's amazing. She's where I get all my creativity from. I'm surprised that you've not done that, Mum. I feel like that's something you would have done at some point. But yeah, that would be fun. I've tried that. Oh no, yeah, I've tried that once. It didn't go very well, but it was a very fun activity. I guess you could make it autumnal or Halloweeny by like painting a Halloween design. Go into a pumpkin patch. Oh yeah, you've got to do that. That's what we did today, and I've had the best day. Like, it's so fun just picking out your pumpkin and deciding what you're going to carve onto it. It's just like a nice wholesome day out, especially if you know, turn it into a thing. You go get some food and drink. We take my little cousins and they just, well, some years they've seemed to like it, but not that much. But today they just seem to absolutely love it. It's like they finally got it, and it's actually so much fun. It makes me so happy. It's like the 4th year that we've done a pumpkin patch with them in October, and I was really like trying to force it to become a family tradition. And I feel like it actually has now, and it's made me very happy. I don't know what I'm doing here. I've just put a few pumpkins down there because the tape didn't go all the way and it bothered me. And I thought, like, I'll prompt layers, so it doesn't really matter how many things I put on top of each other, because we can just say it's for the layers. I'm just moving this around. I'm just reading the chat. Always wanted to make squash soup, but I've never tried to make it yet. Maybe this will be the year. That sounds nice. I love making soup for autumn. It's just so good. And at the pumpkin patch today, we were supposed to pick, like, with the price of your ticket, you got your pumpkin, and then you're supposed to have like 2 carrots each. And pulling carrots out was so fun. You actually go to the like patch and carrot patch, I don't know, and you pull them out. Vegetable patch is what I mean. And that was so fun that we took way too many carrots. I was like, I think for dinner tonight we might have to make carrot soup because we have a billion carrots now. So obviously squash or pumpkin soup would be really nice as well, but I think it's carrot for us tonight. So I've got to decide, I'm going to read the rest of the chat as well, but I've just realised I'm chatting and I'm not journaling. I've got to decide how I'm going to put layers on here. First I might decide where I'm going to put these pictures. It might be nice in terms of layers and also for like interactivity to have some kind of like booklet situation or like a flap or something so we can open it out. Oh, I could use this. Maybe we could have this on here or on here, and I could put my photos on the back so they can be hidden almost, and then you open them and it's like, oh. Okay, that's what we're going to do. First of all, I write this with the photos. I might put some, do I put washi tape on it? I think they'll go nice in there. But I'm just going to cut these ones because they are attached. That's us today at the pumpkin patch with all our pumpkins. How cute! We all put them in front of our faces. Well, apart from these 2 little ones, but one of them picked a pumpkin so massive that he couldn't lift it up, so that's why. So I'm just reading the chat. Ended up not doing the clothes, but now I want to do another one with clothes. Why not? Just go for it. I mean, let me just refresh my memory of all the prompts. I'm trying to see if like some kind of cozy layers clothes one would fit with another. I guess warm hues also sort of works, because you could do, I mean, the cozy clothes keep you warm, so it works with that. And they're like, they could be warm hues, so it could be like an orangey jumper or like a red scarf, or like, you know, if you wanted to do it for another prompt, or maybe combine cozy layers with warm hues. That's day 12, just an idea. If I cut some grass and sky off this one, I can fit them all in, I think. I might use these actually. These like decal edge scissors. They always look like you've ripped the paper, it's fun. It reminds me of like, did anyone use in primary school, you know, those zigzag scissors? I love those. Oh, you have many memories of trick-or-treating when you were a little girl. That's so nice. It just seems so wholesome and fun. One Halloween tradition that I always really wanted to try, and we actually did it last year, was painting pumpkins. Me and my sister did that, and it was really fun. Because obviously I carved the pumpkins, but I just really wanted to try out painting them. Oh, I feel like I don't want to cut that edge because I'm just going to cut his face off. We'll just cut the top and bottom. I'll cut a bit of my hat off. And yeah, we painted pumpkins, and that was really fun. I would definitely recommend that. Also, I painted like little mini pumpkins on the pumpkins, like Pumpkinception. Not to self-promote, but I do have a painted pumpkin sticker sheet that's just come out of my shop if you're interested in that. But my sister painted, she just covered the entire pumpkin, so she did like a scene with like a graveyard and a tree, and it was really cool. And I did think it was really good because the one that was completely covered, her one, it lasted so much longer than like all of the other pumpkins. I feel like painting it sort of sealed it in a way that made the pumpkin last. So that's really cool. If you're fed up with your carved pumpkins like getting all mushy, I would recommend. Okay, I've like cut the edges of some of these. Are they going to fit on there now? Yeah, I think they're going to fit on there quite nicely, so that's what I'm going to do. I might put some washi tape over the bits where there's writing. Sorry to Marigon Asuli, but definitely recommend her shop. But I am going to cover this with washi tape. Let's look at the next question while I do that. The next one is, what journaling supply or stationery item are you most excited to use for the season? Well, it's always stickers, isn't it? It's always stickers first and foremost, because I love stickers, really, yes I do. But especially autumnal and Halloween stickers. I feel like any I can get my hands on, I save them up throughout the year in my little tea box. For anyone who didn't see this at the start. Look how nice that box is. I save them up in there and I just can't wait to dig in. Sometimes I put a little piece of tissue paper with pumpkin spice essential oil, or well, fragrance oil, in the box as well. So like when the first time of the year when I get the Halloween journal supplies box out and then I open the lid, I get hit with a waft of pumpkin spice and it's wonderful. So the stickers, yes, but then more specifically, I was really excited to use my little charity shop finds that I talked about in my title page video, my little cat hole punch, and my tree stamp, which I've realised is lost in the mess of my journaling box somewhere, so I'll have to find that. So I was very excited to use those. And I'm also excited to use something that I've been meaning to use for ages, that I'm actually going to try to figure out, is not my birthday just gone, it was in July, but the birthday before, so it's literally been a year and a few months. My boyfriend bought me, you know when like you can make your own custom stamp. You make a design and then you turn it into a stamp. I don't know how it does it. I guess it's almost like a mini 3D printer or something. I don't know. It must carve it out. Well, you can tell I've not used it because I have no idea how it works. But there's something about, I don't know, it's just the ADHD in me. I keep starting new projects and forgetting. I keep meaning to set some time aside to, it's got like a computer program that you have to put in to make it work. I keep meaning to sort that out so I can figure out how the heck that stamp works, design a stamp and then use it. And I've literally, this is how chaotic like this studio is. It's been on like the top of my list meaning to do it for a year and a few months. So my list is not very effective. So that is something I really, really want to use, believe it or not. You wouldn't know I want to use it because I've left it so long. So I feel like this is finally my excuse to do it. It's Halloween. I could make like a Halloween autumnal stamp design and I could use it everywhere. So one day this week, hold me accountable everyone. One day this week I'm going to sit down and download that flipping computer program and figure out how to use that stamp, because I've been excited to use it for ages but I just haven't. So I've said it now, so I've got to do it. And I've been using so much washi tape while I talk about this, and then you're not even going to see it. But it will be peeking through. I should have maybe used some paper, but I don't want to cover up the nice little doodles. How was I going to have these again? To everyone watching, what journal supply are you excited to use? Because I've been waffling on about mine for ages, but I forgot to ask open the question out to you. Is there anything that you have been looking forward to using? Have you got anything sitting around? Have you had it sitting around for a year and 4 months? If so, this is your sign to actually use it. How did I have these? I've forgotten. I thought it was like that, but now they don't seem to fit. Well, they do fit, but I just cover up everything I've just done. That's okay, it happens like that sometimes. I might cut a little bit off. It's my sister in a wheelbarrow. Sorry if you're watching this, Holly, but if I'm writing wrapped up in joy, I feel like this symbolises it. You're all wrapped up and you're all very joyous, so it has to be here. Maybe I'll cut that one like this, actually. Oh, I'm glad you like the idea of the warm hues prompt for that, Nick. Washi, stickers. Oh, paper covers, tea bags come in. That's a good one. That is a very good one. I love those. I feel like I've been drinking so much just like breakfast tea recently, just typical English person. I need to get back into another herbal tea phase because I have loads. And I just go through phases of sometimes I'm drinking loads of it and then sometimes I just forget that it exists. Was that a mistake? No, because I can put a sticker in there. Okay, I'm going to stick these down now because I've been messing with this. Your journal club stickers, of course. Yes. Yes, Kate, thank you. Of course. Everyone, this is my chance to promote the journal club. The journal club is my Patreon sticker subscription. So it's for members of my Patreon, and you get 2 new sticker sheet designs and a mystery item every month, and it's very exciting. And hopefully Kate will back me up. I always make very cool, interesting designs for the patrons that are in that tier. So if you want to get the freshest Kia Create sticker designs, you gotta be there. You just gotta be there. How was that for an advert? It's hard to self-promote. We have 15 watching. Thank you. Hello to everyone. I'm glad that you found me even though I had such technical difficulties at the beginning. This is going quite nicely, I think. Oh, let me check I haven't done it upside down. Okay, yeah, I haven't. You know, I hate when that happens. Have you ever started a journal spread and you're really happy with it and then you realise that you've made it upside down? It's harder to do in one of these with like all the mixed media pages, but in journals where it's just like blank paper, I've done that many times and it's very disappointing. You're looking forward to using your ephemera and lucky bag. I love that. Stop making me self-promote, everyone. The mystery ephemera bags are also available on my shop now. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you recommend. Next question. What is the most memorable Halloween costume you've ever worn or seen? Ooh. Well, even though I haven't really been trick-or-treating, I have dressed up for Halloween on occasion. The one that springs to mind immediately is just like the Halloween costumes we used to wear when we were little. Mum, this is directed at you. What did we do when we wore Halloween costumes? Because I remember dressing up for Halloween, but then obviously we didn't go trick-or-treating, so like, did we just dress up and then... I guess we just dressed up and went round to Nan and Grandad's house. I don't know what we did, but I know that our one Halloween costume that we would bring out anytime we dressed up for Halloween was me and my sister dress up as witches. And they were just iconic. Like, I love those photos of us wearing those costumes. I posted one on Kia Spooks like, I don't know when, a month ago or something like that, and it's just, the photo has like a nostalgic 90s vibe, and like I just remember how that costume felt. It was like this, I guess, just costume material, but it felt like, oh, it felt so good, because when you were a kid, it's like the Halloween costume with the hat, and like we had like a patterny one and a black one, costume and hat, and sometimes we'd mix and match, or sometimes like me and my sister, or sometimes we'd wear the full coordinated costume. And I just loved those. They were so good. They're the ones that spring to mind as most memorable. I also really liked dressing up as, you know, when Lydia Dietz is getting married to Beetlejuice and she wears like a red wedding dress. That was like a good couple's costume. So like me and my boyfriend, I went in the red dress. It'd be funny if he did though. And then he dressed as Beetlejuice. And that was so good that I repeated it. I was a costume repeater, and we wore it to like 2 different parties because it was good. What I'm gonna, right now I'm just looking at these and thinking I want to put like a sticker or something in that gap where I think maybe I shouldn't have cut it, but it's happened now, so we've got to find the right sticker for the spot. Do I want a wax seal? Looks quite cute. That's #1 contender at the moment. Trees might be good, but then do I want a pumpkin, because we're at the pumpkin patch? But I didn't pick out pumpkin stickers for this, so I'd have to go rifling through this box. Let's see. And that question is open to you as well. What's the most memorable Halloween costume you've ever worn or seen? I'm trying to think if I've seen a really memorable one. I mean, if it's not springing to mind, then maybe it wasn't that memorable, but my memory is not very good. It's terrible, actually. So I could have seen great ones and just forgot. These are sparkly, like 59p stickers from Poundland. And I just thought they were really cute. Because like sometimes you see, I always like see stickers in those shops. I'm like, oh, stickers. But then when you look at them all individually, you're like, I don't really like them. But I thought they were actually quite good, especially for 59p. And then the Marigold Asuli is making an appearance again. That pumpkin's nice. Can I do, which one do I do? I feel like I'm going to do this one. And maybe put some dots on it. Oh, I thought I'd stuck that down. I haven't yet, have I? Dunked apples and ate nice food. That's what we used to do when we dressed up. Aw. Yeah, actually, now you said that, I do remember at least one year doing like apple bobbing. Is that what you mean? That's come back to me now. That's fun. Your favourite costume was a scarecrow. Cool. I can imagine that could be like a cutesy costume, like a cute scarecrow, or it could be terrifying, like a really scary scarecrow. What kind was it? And is this a costume that you wore or saw? I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Oh, don't want to get glue everywhere. Okay, I think, no, actually, I should know I'm not done yet. I wanted to put some dots, didn't I? I'm just looking at the next question. What called out to you about this prompt? Do I give a fake answer or an honest answer? The actual honest answer is that for the collaboration, nobody picked this prompt. And I felt sad for this lonely prompt that none of the other creators picked. And I was like, I'm going to do that one as well. And I thought it'd be fun to do like one of them live. I was going to try and go live some point during the challenge anyway. And when I saw that poor little Cozy Layers had not been claimed, I was like, I'm gonna claim it. And that's going to be a live video. So that's my honest reason. I'm just seeing if I can fit more pumpkins on here. I'm going to move that dot. You wore it and it was a cute, nice scarecrow. Nice. That sounds really fun. But yeah, because I was imagining in my head, you know, like a really terrifying scarecrow. So I'm glad that you were not such a scary one. Okay. This is the back of our little photo postcard. I feel like this is going to be a fun way to add the photos in. So I'm going to have this here, I think. Do I want it here? What do you think? Because this page, I feel like it's going to be, is it going to be easier to open out than, I guess I could have it open in this way. I don't know if I really want to cover that up, but then it won't be covered up when you open it. Decisions. Can we get some votes? Left or right? Left opening this way or right opening this way? Either way, it's going to be, even if it covers it up when it's closed, we'll still have stuff to work on underneath. So I might move this out the way and we can stick it down last because I've got to figure out what's going on underneath first. I'll put that there. Oh, I'm glad that you're happy that we get a bonus me video. Also, it was the 22nd is the other one where we had a gap and I was like, I'm going to go live for that one as well, which is soft textures. Seems like maybe the prompts that were less like Halloween object kind of ones or Halloween themes and more about the actual journaling were like less popular, you know, like layers, textures, which I thought they'd be really fun, but maybe it's not, I guess the idea of what you're going to do for it is not so immediately obvious as with other ones. Like with this one, I'm a bit like, I'm still not even really sure where I'm going with it. Whereas like a really distinct theme, like spooky playlists, for example, you can kind of start to build the spread in your head, I guess, a bit easier. So I do sort of understand that. But yeah, so I'm going to be going live again on the 22nd. And this time I'm going to try to make sure that it's in the right orientation before I start, so the link I send everyone isn't incorrect. Right now I'm ripping some paper because I just thought if we do have that there and lift it up, I was thinking I want to have like lots of layers going on underneath. Maybe, I wonder if I should cover the whole page and just like layers, rip layers, but maybe leave like a little gap in the centre to do a bit of journaling underneath the card. That's what I think I'm going to do. But we'll see how it goes. And I don't know where I'm going to put this felt, but it felt nice for cozy layers. It felt nice. Do I stick it? Do I cut it in half and stick it in the corners? This is probably not going to work and it's a bad idea, but I'm going to see if I can hole punch a cat out of it. It's made for paper, so I already know this is going to fail. But you know when you've had the thought and you're just curious? Imagine if I could. Just do it in the corner. Just to see, because if we could get a felt cat, that'd be so cute. No, I don't think that's going to work. I'm trying my best. You can hear my chair squeaking under pressure. Even if it makes an indent, maybe that would be cute. Let's see. It's definitely not going to cut it. And it didn't really make an indent. Oh well, sometimes you got to try things. Never mind. No felt cats will be had. They're two of your favourite prompts. Yeah, oh my god, you should. Your journal spreads are so nice. Please do start making videos because I would love to see your process of making those. Absolutely, this is your sign. And then you can join the Halloween journal challenge next year and show us what you do with them. I thought I'd pick loads of stuff to make layers. Where is it all? Does anyone else make a mess like immediately after starting journaling? Like I pick something up and then I can't find it in like 5 seconds. I'm really not thinking right now. I'm just ripping stuff and seeing where it goes. Like, it's layers, isn't it? So I'm just layering it up. Was that off camera? Oops, there we go. The less Halloweeny are actually your favourites because you're in it for autumn more than Halloween. No, you said that, I said it, but like that's fair. Like that's what I think is really nice about this challenge is like there's different types of people at this time of year. You know what I mean? Like it's some people are just really in it for those like cozy autumnal vibes, and I'm kind of somewhere in the middle because I like a bit spooky, like a little skeleton or a witch or whatever, but I don't really like horror, really scary, like blood and gore or whatever. But some people love that, and I love that this challenge can be all of those things. Like you can just take it wherever you want. So that makes sense. I like that the autumnal ones are your favourites. Okay, this is cute, I think, for the top and the bottom of the page, even though we've already done washi tape. Let's add more. I feel like I might end up hardly putting anything on here just because I don't know why. I just really like seeing that. I feel like if this page is all busy and layered and it's got the little fold out, and that one's, I was going to say not got much going on, but it kind of just has stuff going on anyway. I think that'll be fine. Maybe that can go at the top. I'm not sticking anything down yet because I'm not quite sure. I'm just going to see. Is this interesting? I have moments of self-doubt doing this. It's like me just waffling on about something and just moving pieces of paper around on a page in a very not very convincing manner. Like I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm hoping that you're enjoying it anyway. And I think the next questions are this or that questions. Quick fire, this or that. Well, you know it's not going to be quick fire with me because I'll just ramble on anyway, but I can't make a quick decision. I'll just... Let's see. Autumn reading or autumn baking? Yeah, immediately not going to be a simple answer because normally autumn reading, because I love autumn reading, like there are books I've had since Christmas, but I've saved them specifically for October because they felt like cosy October books. I'm definitely a mood reader. So for example, Nick suggested Legends and Lattes to me last year, and that's such a cosy book. It's like a high fantasy, but it's just someone opening a coffee shop. It's the cutest book ever. It really makes you want to have coffee and pastries. And the sequel to it came out, I don't know when, maybe last year? This year? No, it must have been last year. Called Bookshops and Bone Dust. And my sister, if you're watching this, thanks Holly, she bought it me for Christmas and I've saved it until October and I started reading it on the 1st. And it's cosy. It's not even really autumnal, but it's just like the way it's written is so cosy and I'm glad I saved it. So I do love autumnal reading. However, I love autumnal baking as well. And I always like have this idea that I'm going to do loads of baking in autumn and then I don't really get around to it. But I've actually really been doing some this time. It's like I keep saying I will and then I don't. But this autumn I've actually baked quite a few things. Well, quite a few for me anyway. So I'm going to say usually my answer to the quick fire question is usually autumn reading, but this year is the year of autumn baking. I was going to leave a gap for journaling, but I like how this is like looking. I think this is going to look nice when it's stuck down. The only thing I don't like is this is a nice ripped edge and then this is a straight edge and it's bothering me. Maybe we'll put it upside down. Just turn it upside down. And then we can hide the straight edge under there. I'm wanting rips. Hi Holly, Dolly. Sometimes I keep calling you Dolly because it's Journal with Dolly, but your name's Holly. Do you prefer Dolly or Holly? But it's nice to see you here. And now my sister Holly is going to be watching like, hang on, wait, is she talking to me? What? Oh, you're so nice. For anyone watching this back who can't see the chat, Nick just said, it's because you pick genius prompts, Kia. They are the best every year. That is so nice. Thank you. I always think like, oh, I can't, like, it surprises me every year to get such a nice response to basically some like, I don't know, nice autumnal words that I've picked out. And it's just like, oh, I can't believe that, I don't know, 7 years ago, I just sat down with my journal and was like, I'm going to make a Halloween challenge. No one will probably look at it, but oh well. I just made some prompts, wrote them down, shared them, and 7 years later, here we are. We're still going. It's so nice. And we've got like a whole community around it. I get so excited to see what you make every year. It's just like, well, I'm not going to carry on talking about it because I was telling Will this the other day about just how, I can't believe how far it's come and how nice it is and like the buzz is feeling and blah, blah, blah. And basically I got really emotional and I cried. So I do not want to cry on a live stream, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore, but I love you all very much. I want some more music paper in this, that's why I'm moving it around. What do we think of this layered collage? I don't know where I'm going to, or if I'm even going to do any writing, but this is fun and this screams cozy layers to me, so I'm happy with it so far. Autumn reading 150%, and yes, Legends and Lattes, I didn't say that very well, is heavenly autumnal. It really is. That book is like Yeah, and you love baking hazelnut cinnamon roll thingies. Yeah, because in that book, they have those really nice cinnamon rolls, and I was just like, oh, every time I read it, I'm craving a cinnamon roll. Do I want this on here as well? I shouldn't really put like wax seals so close to the centre because I know it's going to make the journal hard to close, but I think that ship sailed already. This is going to be a thick journal because there's loads of 3D things in it. Oh my gosh, 22 watching now. My lucky number. Hello. No pressure. Welcome to me ripping paper and rambling. I hope you enjoy. So, next tag question is typewriter or quill and ink. So I'm asking all of you as well, typewriter or quill and ink? I am definitely saying quill and ink, although I'm biased because I've never used a typewriter. I do think it'd be really fun, especially the clickety clack, but I love quill and ink. And so if you follow me for a while, you may kind of get the impression that I do this. I have like a billion projects in my head at a time. They will eventually all not all, but most will come to fruition, but they take time. So what I'm talking about is the Cozy Hobby Journal series that I started. I did a Cozy Hobby Journal video about making a book nook and one about pottery painting, and it seems like it fizzled out, but I have about 5-6 different partly edited videos for that series on my phone that I need to finish editing and put out. And in my head I was like, I'm saving them for autumn because they're cozy, but now we're in Halloween journal season, so I'm not doing them now either, so they will come out eventually. But the point of this is one of them is about calligraphy, and I like had a hyperfixation with calligraphy when we went to a Viking festival. I've realised I'm just talking and not journaling now. I just need to get the thought out and then I'll carry on. And while we were there, there was a thing where you could like pay this guy and he would write your name in like medieval calligraphy with quill and ink, and it was amazing. And then we both had like a neurospicy connection where I was like, I need to know everything about this because I'm suddenly very interested in calligraphy, and he was like, I need to tell someone everything I know about this because I love it. So we just spent loads of the Viking festival talking about calligraphy. I ended up signing up to his workshop. While I was there, I like was an overachiever and did like a million times more than we were supposed to do in the workshop. I bought a quill off him, I bought ink off him, I bought paper off him. I went home and I practiced the medieval calligraphy alphabet. I like, for like 2 days, I was calligraphy expert. Then classic put it down, didn't touch it again for ages. But recently it's resurfaced and it's the coziest hobby to just perfect your like letters and watch the way the ink sinks into the paper. It's really nice. So there will be a Cozy Hobby Journal video on that eventually when I get around to editing the bits that I've done. And that is my extremely long way of answering the question, typewriter or quill and ink. I choose quill and ink. Have you ever heard a longer answer to a shorter question? Your name's Holly, but you use Dolly because you're 5 foot. That's so cute. I love that. Because we sometimes call my sister Holly Dolly. So when I was like, hi Holly, Dolly, I was like, wait, not my sister. You can still add an extra layer for writing. Yeah, that's true. I don't know where. Maybe I could add some on the next page. I think this looks nice. I'm going to stick it down now maybe before I put anything else on. The only thing that I'm thinking is I haven't used this felt yet and I still don't really know what to do with it. I can't use these with it, can I? Let's see. Oh, I can. That works. Okay, let's put some of this on. Sort of works anyway. I'll figure out where that goes now. Maybe I'll just do a strip of it, like a, oops. Quill and ink. Oh, you did a course to learn locally, that's cool. I definitely would do another course and it was really fun. I only did, it was literally like an hour workshop and it was the best. So I would definitely do more. Oh, I'm having a bit of a job cutting this, but I think if it's got a frayed edge, it will look nice and fuzzy. So I'm just hacking it. Hacked. Where does this go now? There's not enough space on the page for all the things I want to stick down. The journaler's problem. I'm going to put it there, but I'm going to cut a bit off so it sort of goes diagonally. Diagonally. Would it be in one of my live streams without a Harry Potter quote? No, it wouldn't. Diagonally. Oh yeah, I like that. Just that bit of orange poking up. I'm just going to do another one. And I'm going to... Oops. Sorry if you felt car sick then. I wobbled you. Oh, I'm glad you're looking forward to a new Cozy Hobby Journal video. There's going to be loads. It's just when I get around to doing it. Because I do so many cozy hobbies that like I haven't got around to doing the video yet. Then the next this or that question is trick-or-treating or attending a Halloween party. Well, like I said, I've always wanted to try like proper trick-or-treating. So if that was available, then that. But I also love a good Halloween party. And this year, this is not an open invite to the internet, by the way. This is just me telling you about it. I'm hosting my first Halloween party in our house, like the first time I've ever hosted one. I'm very excited about it. It's family only. I want to start small, but I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to be fun. I've been already like getting a load of stuff for some DIYs I want to make of like cool things to have around the house that I will probably be way more excited about than anyone else, but that is going to be fun. So yeah, I do like Halloween. God, I have not answered one of these quickfire questions in a simple way, have I? Although I guess they'd be over pretty fast if I did. What about you? Trick-or-treating or Halloween party? I'm going to have to stick some stuff down now because it's getting so full it's like all moving around. So, glue sticks at the ready. Let's go. Stick things down. I'm sorry if this wobbles a bit. Tried to set it up so that the table wobbling won't wobble the camera. It's actually on a different table, but it seems my aggressive gluing just sort of causes vibrations. Am I going to be able to put this back in the same place that I did it? Next question. For you and me. Washi tape or stickers? I want someone in the chat to answer, like guess what they think I'm going to say to that question. Obviously both washi tape and stickers are great, but I think we all know there's an obvious answer in that one. Don't even know why I made that as a question. That's too easy. That is actually, I actually have one that I can answer quickly and easily. I'm still making it complicated, but I think you all know. Oh, this, oh, I'm off camera, sorry. This recycled paper is like really hard to glue because it's very soft. I don't want to rip it. We may have managed it, you just have to be gentle. Stickers, yes! Ding, ding, ding! That is correct. Stickers are my one true love. And you will, obviously. Oh, this felt's a little bit difficult to glue. So, people who are watching, is anyone journaling right now? Because that would be cool to find out that you're journaling too at the same time. And have you, like, where are you up to with the challenge? Have you done all the prompts? Have you picked some light, some dark? Like, have you stuck to one side? Have you done like your cozy layers spread yet? Because if you have, I'd love to know like what you've done for it. And if it's anything like mine. I said cozy layers, yes, I will just stick layers and layers of paper onto more paper. Okay, then we have this leaf, which you're going to see about half of. Do you know what? I'm going to rip it in half because you're not going to see it all. It seems a waste. I could stick that half of a leaf somewhere else at some point. You're sorting images for today's prompt right now. I love that. What are you going for? Like, how are you interpreting the prompt? A similar kind of thing with like layers of clothes, or are you thinking more like layers of paper, or something totally different that I haven't imagined? I'd like to know. Let me know. How did I fit all this on? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I have the most chaotic glue technique. I know some people have like a glue paper sheet so they don't get it everywhere and just go straight on there. I always end up getting on my fingers. Everything's sticking to me. It's just the way. Move that. See, look, evidence. Get off. Next question. Lots of knitwear. Yeah, love that. I thought that I was going to do that as well with the little cozy patchwork jumper stickers, but first of all, I don't know where they've gone. I've lost them in the mess. And second of all, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit them on. We'll see. I'll try. I'll try and find space for them somewhere. Just a little jumper sticker somewhere. Was that over the top of that? Wait. Oops. I think that was over the top. Yeah. That can go there. Washi, because like Holly said in her video, you can still make stickers from magazine cutouts or something, but washi, yes please. True. That's a good justification. I'll still obviously always pick stickers, but I do understand that. Because without stickers, I mean, stickers are part of my living. Which is really cool actually, when you say it out loud. I can't remember what went where, but let's see. Oh, it was upside down, wasn't it? That doesn't look like how it did before. Maybe I had that sticking out underneath, or did I have that on the top? See, sometimes if I do a layout that I really like, and then I think, oh, I've got to move it all to stick it down, I will take a picture of it. I think it was there, wasn't it? I'll take a picture of it so I can see where I put things. Sometimes I just wing it because, you know, it doesn't really matter, but with that one, normally I might have taken a photo of it just so I can see where it all went when I stick it back down. But you guys are in my phone. Hello. So I couldn't take a picture of that one, so that's why I've got all this working out to do. This is cute, I think. I feel like it's like the tea and the blanket almost look like far away. It's made like depth to have all these layers around it. So I'm happy. And what is our next question? Autumn sunsets or early morning mist? I don't even remember writing these. Early morning mist sounds really cool and spooky and atmospheric, but as hard as I try, I'm never really able to get up early in the morning. Like, it just doesn't happen for more than a couple of days in a row. And sunsets are cool, and it's an autumn sunset especially, so it'd be like really nice autumnal colours. So yeah, autumn sunsets for me. But what about you? Ooh, you're giving each other ideas for journaling in the chat. I love that. I'm curious, Nick, what your idea was that you got from Maria for warm hues. I'd like to know. Where did I put this? I don't know, but shall I put it there? I'll put it there. Put it there. Wow, I think I've been live for like an hour. It's really weird because journaling makes time go so fast. I'll think like, oh yeah, I can journal for like an hour and I'll do like a whole spread, and maybe I'll even think I can do 2. But what? How has it been an hour of me journaling and talking loads? It's been a very enjoyable hour. I guess it's nice, you just sort of get lost in it. It's very relaxing. I don't think that's going to stick there. Try to stay. We'll see. Okay, that might be as stuck down as we're going to get all of that. Let's lift it up so you can see. So this is what the layers are looking like. Very chaotic, but I like them. I may end up having to put the photo postcard that we made earlier on this side because I don't really want to stick it down over that, so it's sort of made the decision for us. Kind of want to trim it down slightly so it just like doesn't take up quite as much space, which means I'd have to cut off a little bit of this nice border, but I'll just trim it a little bit. I've lost the lid for the glue. Ah, found it, okay. Let's trim this a bit. And then I am going to stick her on in a nice scarf. A little Animal Crossing sticker, so cute. Maybe like this. Oh, I already cut it wonky because I was trying to see if it was on camera. Oops, we'll just do it a little bit. We'll do a wonky cut. We'll just pretend we did it on purpose. Wavy. That's fine. Maybe we should do the decal edge actually. I just really like these, can you tell? Oh. Hacking it. I feel like that looks cute. Get that bit of sticky paper. Early morning mist with a big cup of coffee. That sounds nice. That does sound very nice. But then I see that and I raise you autumn sunset with a nice cup of herbal tea. Both would work nicely. You've been cleaning your bathroom while listening. I don't know whether to apologise to you. Like you've had to listen to me ramble while you're cleaning your bathroom. Thank you though. Cleaning can really only be done by me in this household if I'm listening to Medieval Tavern Call on Spotify. Don't knock it till you tried it, because let me tell you, when the medieval tunes kick in and you feel like you're a wench who's just like cleaning down the tavern, just does something. Suddenly cleaning is fun and doable. Maybe I'm just a wench. It's been nice. Oh, I'm glad that it's been nice. I am your friend. I'm here to make your cleaning slightly more, I was going to say slightly more interesting. That might be taking too much credit, but I'm glad it's helped. For warm hues, I might craft some dressed up owls wearing scarves in warm hues. That is the cutest thing ever. I'm very excited to see your owls wearing scarves. That's so cute. I'm just trying to find a washi tape that I'm going to use to stick this on. I don't know which one to use. Maybe this one, because it goes with the rest of the page. I'm going to use this entire washi tape on this spread if I'm not careful. I like eating traditional British scran to medieval music. Love it. Love that. Where are you from, Holly? Because is it York or Leeds? I don't know. I know it's somewhere north, but I need to talk to you about parking, because my boyfriend loves parking, not parking the car, as in parking the like treacly loaf thing. I don't know what you call it. It's not really a cake, is it? And we were so excited to actually see it in our co-op. I was like, oh, there's actually parking. It's like such a bonfire night thing to have. We got it, we tried it, and it was like, it wasn't very sweet. And it was very just like dry cake, and it was very disappointing. I feel like maybe, I don't know, maybe parking has to be like homemade or from a specific place, because that was just disappointment. Oh, okay. Yeah, actually my housemate in uni was from Hull, and you do have similar accents, so I should have probably guessed that. Is this gonna keep this stuck down? Let's see. Is this clear? Because I'm watching on my computer, it looks pretty clear, but then on my phone it looks blurry. I don't know if that's just because it's where it's recording. Hopefully it looks okay for you. Oh, we've like hinged this little postcard on. Cute. I'm going to put some washi tape on the other side just to hopefully hold it down. I always, like, I don't leave myself enough space to actually make, like, to stick it down. I could have put the photos over a bit and left a space for the washi tape, but no. Do we have more questions? What are the other ones? Oh, we have one more. Reading a ghost story by candlelight or telling spooky stories around a campfire. Ooh, both of those sound good. Oh, both sound good. I can't decide. I want to do both. I think maybe spooky stories around a campfire might just win it. because that sounds like very fun. And you could toast marshmallows, so that wins the points. But what about you? What do you think? Reading a ghost story by candlelight or telling spooky stories around a campfire? I know I've talked about it before, but if anyone wants a good Halloween podcast to listen to, Halloween, It's Always Halloween. It's my favourite podcast. And sometimes that kind of has the vibe of like telling ghost stories or spooky stories around a campfire, because like a lot of the episodes are just people calling in with their experiences with how, like, not just ghost stories, but like things they do for Halloween, like Halloween memories, just interesting stuff. And it's just so nice. That's how I imagine telling stories around a campfire would feel. You see how like when that closes, I just feel like it's too far over. So I want to cut some off, but I don't want to cut into the photos. A dilemma. I'll just cut a bit off and just hope for the best. Ghost stories. YAP. Both are good. And like reading by candlelight, that just sounds so atmospheric. I have like a really specific Halloween journal challenge memory, which was, I think it was Halloween journal challenge 2022, because we were at our old flat. And Will used to get up early to go to work some mornings, like really early to get to campus for the staff car park to open. And I would usually like get up with him, but then go back to bed for a bit. And there was one October morning, where I got up and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I went and did some journaling, and it was really dark in the morning. It must have been like late October, I guess. I did some Halloween journal challenge by candlelight, which was cool. It was kind of dark, and I was listening to the Halloween podcast, It's Always Halloween, and I was writing, I think the prompt was lighthouse, and I decided to write like a spooky poem about a lighthouse. And I don't know, I think it was the combination of the candlelight, the fact it's early morning, it feels like no, the world's not awake, it's just you, and like the spooky stories on the podcast, and kind of the poem I wrote, I kind of freaked myself out with it. It just gave me the heebie-jeebies. Like I just remember it being like, oh, I've realised I've just got a chill from this. And it was like, I was happy about it because it felt so Halloween-y. But I was also a bit like, ooh, am I going to scare myself? Like, am I getting a bit creeped out? I'm going to switch some lights on now. And it just feels so distinctive. Like, I really remember that. I think maybe I need to do some more early morning Halloween journal challenge. But it's just whether I'll actually do it or whether I'll just say I'll do it and I won't. We'll see. Next time Will gets up early for work, I'm going to attempt it. I do recommend by candlelight if you want to freak yourself out a bit. Add some spooky stories in. You love listening to true crime podcasts while walking the dogs at night. Ooh, makes everything a little more spooky. That's brave, because I could freak myself out walking around at night just in general. Like, I'll just start imagining things like in the trees. I feel like our brains are so weird, like they'll just start making stuff up. So actually listening to spooky, like to true crime as well. It's not even like you can say, oh, it's just a story. It's actually true crime. That's brave. I'd find that a bit too scary. I'm trying to figure out now, I picked out all these stickers to use, didn't I? And I don't know where to put them because I've kind of filled it up. Maybe under here. I also want to write like cozy layers somewhere. I don't know whether I don't really want to cover this up. I'd really like just that textury. Scarf up here, scarf under here. What am I doing? Make like a little sticker collage under here. Let's just go for it and see how it happens. I've got a sticker on each finger that I want to use. Another scarf. I feel like the teapot, it's not layers, but it's cozy. And it will be a layered sticker collage, so it still fits. Don't want to cover up too much of the paper, but right. I might rip this right so I can put part of the scarf in front and part of the scarf behind. How's that? I've gone quiet now because I've started concentrating. That looks quite cool, if I say so myself. I'm going to do the same with this as well. I thought this was such a cute patchwork scarf that I did for this cozy patchwork sticker sheet, and it wasn't until I re-looked at the sticker sheet to put it on my shop where I was like, I don't know whether to say it because I don't want to ruin it, but I was like, does this look like a weird pair of trousers? Please tell me it's obviously a scarf, because to me it was obviously a scarf, but then, you know when you just can't unsee something, I was like, oh my god, does this look like a weird like pair of patchwork trousers with like fringe around the bottom? I hope not. If it does, I guess it's still cozy patchwork. It's just like, hey, I'm going to put on my cozy patchwork trousers. No, that doesn't really work there. Maybe like here. I think with like part in front, part behind, it will look more like a scarf. Yeah. Oh, you answered the parking question above. I didn't see that. Sorry, let's go back. Everyone in Leeds has pork pies on bonfire night. No way! I've never heard of that. I guess that's kind of cozy. We used to have hot dogs, jacket potatoes and chilli. Yeah, we have jacket potatoes and chilli. Parking cake can be dry, but a good one should be squidgy. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. I need a nice squidgy parking. The dogs help with not being scared, but I know what from the farmlands. They talk about a really bad case, I get shivers. Ooh, I get shivers thinking about walking in the dark listening to that. That is too much. But I'm glad you enjoy it. If I was braver, I would do that. I'm just trying to think, I need like something to go here. Maybe I'll put some pumpkins. I don't know what this is, but it's fun. Okay, and then I'll put lots of little ones around it. Some of these little patches. And I'll probably doodle on it as well. I ended up covering up quite a bit of that paper, didn't I? But it's just like a centerpiece. Let's call it that. Oh, why didn't I read your comment earlier, Nick? Still have the semi-transparent bag, maybe use it on the left. I could have used that. I could have even made another flap. What do you think if we transfer it to this? Make another flap, then I could put some journaling on the back. Yes. I reckon they'll peel off okay on this. We can let's see if we can transfer the whole like sticker collage as a whole together. Because I really like that idea. And you're right. See, you're very observant, and this is what I'm saying about my memory. I'd forgotten that I said I was going to use, I said I wanted to use that, so I'm glad you remembered. Can I get this one off? This actually peeled off okay, look. Yeah, you can kind of see them better on that anyway. And the white edge looks better on there because it blends in. Oh, I'm happy with that. I don't know if that's how you meant to use it, but I'm happy. And then we'll put some moon stickers. I've been streaming for 70 minutes. Is this too long? And do you like live streams, or do you prefer it edited so it's not as much yapping and you kind of just see the journal spread build up a bit quicker, or do you like all the like little details of me doing every step of the process? Because if you like it, like I would definitely stream more. I even thought like, should I set up a Twitch to stream, but then since I've like built my platform on YouTube, I feel like I might as well just carry on YouTube. But I do find it quite relaxing, just journaling yap. We've run out of questions. It's probably good that I'd made them last that long because we're still not done. I'm just going to make up questions on the spot now to see if anyone will answer them. What is everyone reading right now? I'd love to know what you're reading, and if not, then what you're watching. Tell me a good series or movie that you're enjoying at the moment. I'm going to do some doodles on this. Oh, actually no, I'm going to use some of this because this cute little bit of washi tape came with the packaging, and I can't waste that. It's so nice. It goes with our page. So the plan is, I'm going to say this out loud so I know what I'm doing, and also so it doesn't go on for too long, so I'm like journaling for hours. I'm going to make this into a little flap and stick it down so it opens out, and maybe do some writing on the back like this. And then I'm going to make like some sort of title or something somewhere that says Cozy Layers, and then I'm probably going to doodle on everything, and I think that's going to be it. So let's see how long that takes, but that's the plan. You got excited when I mentioned parking because you thought I was coming to Leeds. No, but I'd like to. Was it you who sent me the or you put it in a video? Oh my god, I forgot the name of it. Like the museum where you basically go back in time. Because we have it here, like we have the Black Country Museum and Iron Bridge. And I love those like museums where you go back in time. What's the one up north called? I really want to go. It looks so good. I really feel like we had that conversation, didn't we? You sound really crime obsessed now. No, you don't. I feel like loads of people really like true crime, don't they? I want to know the psychology behind it, like why so many people really like it. I kind of get the like abject fascination, but I'm too much of a wimp to really, I don't know, I feel like it would just stick in my head and I'd be disturbed. I'd be like thinking everyone around me is a murderer and I just wouldn't be able to cope. I like to live in my little fantasy land bubble where like everyone's nice. But no, you don't sound, I didn't judge you for it, don't worry. I know like a lot of people like that. Beamish, that's the one. Sorry if that was loud. I couldn't think of the name. Oh, it's not near you, it's near Durham. Oh, yeah, I just know that it's far away. I think if we went, we'd have to like make a trip out of it. Will, if you're watching, that would be a good Christmas present trip. Just saying. Because imagine we could like just go and like get a hotel and go near it, and then I could live my little fantasy that I've gone back in time and just like have the best time at Beamish. I definitely want to do that. Have I missed someone's message out? Oh, bye Nick, are you going? Amazing, take your time. Oh, I didn't know, I thought when you said have an amazing super cozy Sunday night, I thought you meant you were going. I was like, oh, I don't know if that's what you meant, but then I've seen your other message. You're reading The Spell Shop. Yes, that looks so good. Your book recommendations are always good, so I want to read that. It caused a massive book hangover. I hate that feeling where you're just like, I mean, I love it because it normally means the book was great, but I hate it because like, what do you do when you finish reading a book like that and you're just like, I can't be in this world with these characters anymore? It's just heartbreaking. I'm just cutting out some paper that I can stick on the back of this so I can journal on it. And then we're going to basically leave this page relatively like, well, completely blank, because I did feel a bit sad when I stuck these on. I was like, oh, I can't see it anymore. I think I just want to leave it completely open so you can just see all the paint on it. We made this, it was me and my mom and my little cousin. We did like a little art club with him because he likes learning about artists and stuff. I should probably know the name of the artist, but I forgot. It was an artist who like we took inspiration from them. They basically have massive canvases and they just like splat paint at it. That was the chair, by the way. And they just splat paint at it, and it's so cool looking. And we were like, that is such a fun activity to do with a kid, because when you're a kid you just want to make a mess, don't you? And we were like, let's just give them an excuse to make a mess. So we all splattered paint at these like massive pieces of paper, and it was very fun. Very enjoyable. And I obviously had to make like a Halloween themed one, so I tried to use Halloweeny colours, and then I like painted a little spider web on it, and they were massive, like, I don't know, A2 maybe pieces of paper, and I've cut them down and used some of them as pages in this journal because I was like, what am I going to do with this? And it's actually worked pretty well. I like having it in there, but I also don't want to do anything on it because I just like looking at it. Right now I'm just colouring the edges of this in so it looks a bit like burnt, distressed. I don't know. I might flick it as well. Probably flick everywhere else, but that's okay. Just want it to be speckly. Okay, it's probably enough. You're not going to see the writing. Here's a speckly piece of paper. Have I missed someone's message out? No. get the audiobook and dive back in. What, as in like you read it again? I don't know if I could do that straight away. But I guess if you're really missing it, it's kind of a good cure. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Kate. Thank you so much for watching. I know you probably didn't expect it to be this long because I didn't either. I can't believe I'm still here, to be honest. But I hope you've enjoyed it. Maybe you can catch up on the rest at some point because it will be on my channel. So thank you so much for watching, and yeah, hope you had a good time. And I want to be done soon. I didn't mean to take so long, but I'm just enjoying it. Let's just write a little bit about today. Do you know what, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this on here. And I think I'll do the journaling, like just the bit of writing about my day off camera at the end, because if I'm trying to talk to you and also write, it's not going to make sense. I don't know what I want to write. And you know, sometimes like the journaling bit, not that I want to keep it private because it'll just be me being like, well, you went to the pumpkin patch, it was great. But it will just save you from sitting there watching me write. So you know the plan for this bit anyway. And I'll write on that after. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So I'm going to like fold the edge of that. And that's going to go in there. Like that. Yay! Wait, oh, said yay too soon. And let's put some washi tape on this side as well. The washi tape doesn't really stick that well on this. It's kind of shiny. We'll see. If it, usually if like my little washi tape sort of hinge for something doesn't work very well, I'll just put some sellotape over the top of it. So we'll see how well it lasts. And if in a few days it's still like when I flip through it's been annoying and coming up, I'll just put some sellotape on it. Okay. Ooh, well, we definitely have layers because we've got this layer, and then all of these layers. So with that in mind, let's write a title. What am I going to write the title on is the question. Probably some of this. I like this like sepia looking paper, but it's just trying to find a gap. That's right here. I'm going to put paper underneath it in case the pen goes through. Or am I just going to write it with black? Oh yeah, I was going to write this. My memory's terrible. I was going to write wrapped up in joy, wasn't I? I'll write that and cozy layers and then we'll see where we put it. If anyone has any questions for me, let me know. I'm trying to think of another question to ask or answer. Let me not spell it wrong. This is the quiet ASMR writing portion of the video, because if I don't concentrate, I'll spell it wrong. I don't like that P. Do I start again? Carry on and see. If I do it like that. Okay. We've saved it, we've saved it. I'll just do some of them black and some of them kind of hollow. Wrapped. What's my favourite prompt of this year's challenge? Ooh, that is a good question. I guess it's hard to say when I've not done them all. What's yours, first of all? I'd like to know yours. The kind of combo that I'm really looking forward to is the 10th and the 11th, which is apple orchard and poison fruit, because I just feel like making some sort of apple themed spread, like a really cozy autumnal apple orchard kind of spread, will be really fun. But I also think like making a poison apple one will be so good. Like, you know that, I don't know if people know what I'm talking about, but there's like a Disney poison apple. Is it from like Snow White, or I don't know, with the green, like it looks like a green toffee apple, but it's like gone into a face. I really, when I think of poison fruit, I just think of that, and I really want to do something with that. So yeah, I don't know if they're like my favourite, because obviously I haven't done them all yet, but they spring to mind as like something I'm really looking forward to having a go at. Sometimes they're the ones that I'm really excited about and I have like a really good, or what I think is a really good idea for, they end up not being my favourite because I've put too much pressure on myself to make something like specific. Like I have too much of a specific vision. Can't speak anymore. And then sometimes the ones where I'm like, I don't know what to make for that. Am I looking forward to it? I don't know. They turn out to be better because I've had like no expectations and I'm just like, well, that was actually really fun. So, you know, it never quite works out how you expect, does it? But I'd be interested to know like anyone who's watching, what your favourites are or what you think they might be, because we'll see, things change. Is that nice? I quite like that writing. Wrapped up in joy. That's kind of the subtitle for the images I chose. I thought of cozy layers and I thought specifically wrapped up in joy. I feel like they're just, everyone's wrapped up and everyone's having a good time. So they can go, I think that title can go under there because it's like for those. Maybe I'll stick it down now. Oh no, I'll just put some doodles on it first. Oh, so today's is up there, yeah, because I guess you, like you said, you really like the autumnal ones and the ones that are more like journaly. So that's nice that that's up there for you. Oh, you wanted to do Snow White for that theme too? Yeah, it just makes sense, doesn't it? Definitely do that. It'll be fun to see how we both do like the same thing but do it differently. I think that'll be really good. It'll be fun. And also like I want to do some sort of Disney kind of ones because I'm going to Disneyland Paris at the end of the month for Halloween. I'm very excited. And I'm not like the biggest Disney person, but anything like kind of vintage Disney. I just love the art style and I find it so cool. I feel like doing some spooky vintage looking Disney Halloween themed pages will be so fun. So I'm definitely gonna see if I can like not only do Snow White, but see if I can do any more of those kind of themed pages. Yes, she is on Instagram, Nick. She makes amazing pages. Follow her. We have a title here. And then I want to put a Cozy Layers title on this page. I think like here, so that when it's open, it's like one up there, one down there. It's coming together, it's coming together. 85 minutes later, it's coming together. I'm doing the quiet concentration on lettering again. Cozy. Let's do like a loopy L. Well, that's an extra L. You're hoping Disney Halloween would be a prompt on the list? Oh, that's a good one for next year though. The only thing is like, I wonder if it would, I don't want it to exclude people who aren't into that, you know, like a lot of them are very open to interpretation, which I like. So like if it's not, you know, everyone can have a different idea based on what they like. So I feel like Disney Halloween, I guess, is quite specific, but I could keep it in mind when I make the prompts, you know, like how the poison fruit one just works really well for Snow White. Maybe I should have like a sort of Disney Halloween in mind when I make some of them like that, so they can be used for that if people want to. Because seeing how people interpret them is one of my favourite things. Like I always think like, is that prompt too obvious? Because I think that, like, I imagine that people are seeing in their head what I'm seeing in mine. I'm like, are we all just going to make the same thing? And every single prompt, every single year, I'm like, whoa, I didn't think of it that way. Like people just come up with something I totally didn't think of, and it's so fun to see everyone interpret them in their own style. I love it. Yeah, I can't wait to see the Snow White page. It's going to be fun. we have our cozy layers. I'm going to do some little stripes. I don't know, hopefully you can see that. Okay, maybe a few more dots, because you know I can't help it. I think we're nearly done. If you've seen part of this and you missed the rest or you want to watch the rest, basically, in my limited knowledge of streaming on YouTube, what will happen is after this, I get the opportunity to like edit this video. So I might, you know, like just take out the bit at the start where I'm like, hi, I'm just waiting for everyone. And then I think it takes like 24 hours to process or something. At some point tomorrow, this will be up as a watchable, my voice is going, as a watchable video on my channel. So you'll be able to see the whole thing, apart from anything I've taken out, I guess. I didn't know whether to leave that bit of stuff on. It looks like a nice layer. Covering up most of that paper though. No, I'm going to rip that off. You just sat down with your journal, you're so behind. Behind doesn't exist when it's a challenge for fun. You're not behind. Oh, you haven't worked in it since August. Yeah, but make your journal work for you and not the other way around. That's the phrase you've got to remember. You're not like working for your journal, you know? It's not like your boss. You're not like, oh my God, you're so behind. You need to catch up on this. It's just like, it's there for you when you feel like journaling. And it's a fun hobby, so you can't put pressure on yourself to like keep to a certain routine. For anyone listening who feels like they're behind in their journal, behind in your journal doesn't exist. I know sometimes, I know what it feels like to like want to have journaled about something, but then you haven't because you've been busy, but you're just living life. Like there's a lot going on. Is there a way that whatever you want to journal about that you haven't yet, is there a way you can make it easier for yourself? Can you stick in a few pictures and like, instead of writing all about it, just make some notes and bullet points of the things you want to like put in there and then just stick them on the page? Or like, you got to keep asking yourself, like, is there a way I can take the pressure off? Because it's not fun to like journal out of pressure, you know. I don't like that feeling of like, oh, I've got to do this, because then it's not fun anymore. So hopefully if you do feel like, you know, catching up, you can find a way to make it kind of feel more fun and less like this chore that you've got to catch up on. I know it's easier said than done sometimes. I'm very happy with this. However, I want to put some more stickers on it. There just feels like a little bit too much of a gap, and I thought that maybe some of these trees from the Cozy Night sticker sheet would look nice. Yeah, I think they do. And then I might rip some of that off because you can't really see that as a leaf. Oh, I said that, but it doesn't want to rip. It's like, no, you can't rip me. Yeah, I like that it looks like the leaves on there. Do I want to put something there? Maybe. Yeah, I'll just put some leaves from here. Or do I? Maybe in this corner. Oh, I didn't realise that was two together. Yeah, and then I'm going to put some doodles on it. It feels like we're a little joyful journal coven. I love that idea. I really want to like either rename, I don't know if this is crazy, but like rename or restart Inspiring Journals, because I love that account. I love that we all connect through it, but the Instagram gods do not look kindly upon it. They don't like it because I'm very sporadic on it. Sometimes I don't do anything for like most of the year, and then suddenly Halloween Journal Challenge, I'm posting loads. If I ever remade it, wouldn't like journal, what did you just say it was a good name? Joyful Journal Coven, something like that, like some kind of journal coven. That would be the coolest name. You're just giving me all the ideas today, Nick. But it's your idea, so I won't steal it. But I love that, basically, is what I'm saying. Just doodling. I know, I always say the journal police aren't going to come around. They're going to arrest you. You've not done enough journaling. Throw you in a cell. The journal police. So funny though, isn't it, how we like do something for a hobby and then we like put pressure on ourselves to like do it a certain amount or a certain way. Why are we like this as people? I'm just drawing some steam coming out of the tea. I don't know if, hopefully that's what it looks like. I don't want it to look like a mushroom cloud. Why did I say that? Impulsive thought. You've missed most of August too. Stuck ephemera and archive the journal. Backwriting is so difficult. It is though. Do you know what I've done as well is sometimes I've kept like scribbled little notes with the idea that I would backwrite them properly, and when I've tried to make it easy for myself, I'm like, do you know what? Stick an envelope on the page, put the notes in, call it, because I know I'm not going to go back and write it all properly. So like the scribbly notes don't look that great, so if I put them in an envelope, maybe stick a photo on the front of whatever it's about, and I just call it a day. Because I have journals where I've said I'm going to do backwriting in them, honestly, from 2015. Like my year abroad journal is like still not finished. There's like a month maybe at the end where I just didn't finish anything, and I kept saying I was going to, and it's like, it's been nearly a decade. I'm not going back to that, am I? So I just need to just forgive myself and move on. But we're all very optimistic, aren't we, with what we're going to do with our time and with our journals. Just put it this way, having so many ideas that you can't get around to doing them all, or so many things you want to journal about, is way better than like sitting there with nothing to journal about. It means your life is full and interesting, so you just have to keep reminding yourself of that, because that's nice. I'm just doing a few doodles with this brown pen. I don't want to overdo it, but just, I don't like having gaps. I know there's like no gaps on the page, but there's always room for some dots, in my opinion. You've got pages done in May and haven't done the writing yet. Well, as I said, at least that's this year. There's ones I haven't finished the writing on for a decade. That's got to be the worst. Surely no one's got any from longer ago that they were going to do. You CBA to write, I know that's what half of journaling should be. I've really found that so much more recently though, that I used to love the writing bit a lot more than I do now. Like I mean, you can tell with this, right? Now I kind of love the stickers and the collage more. Still have days where I really want to write, but yeah, it's a lot less. I don't know why that happens. I guess I go through phases. Maybe we all do. All your holiday journals aren't finished. Yeah. Well, that was why, I don't know if you saw that video where it's like I filled a journal in a day. It was when we got back from Lanzarote, and I was just like, I just had the feeling, I was like, we've been here before. I know that if I don't do this in this one day off that I've got after the holiday, I'll say I'm going to do it, and I'm just never going to do it. Like because there's always more things to journal about. There's always something else fun happening, or life happens, and I just was like, I'm never going to do this. So that's why I challenged myself to like just fill the whole thing in a day, which I know is crazy. I'm not suggesting anyone do that normally, but sometimes you just gotta be like, what is the quickest and easiest way that I can do this, or just need to let myself off and not do it. Because having it hanging over you for so long is just like, uh-oh, this is not what it's supposed to be about. Most of yours have empty pages, so frustrating, but I have to let it go. Let it go. No, it starts singing. That's just how it is, isn't it? I think trying to keep them consistent is just a one-way ticket to being permanently stressed. Like, it's just not. We're just not consistent. When I say we, I just mean people. Trying to expect consistency is just, I know it's hard, but I try to not expect myself to be consistent now, because I just know it's not going to happen. And sometimes it's nice to like not like be in the phase where you don't really want to write a lot, because then when it comes back around and maybe you do feel like writing, it's like a nice little return journey. It's like, oh, ding. It's like a welcome home. It's like, oh yeah, I remember this. I like going through the little phases, because you get to like rediscover them every time. Just doing some more doodles on this. I also like made the edges look a bit burnt with the pen. Well, that was the idea. I think we're nearly done. I like this journal chat though. It's like you're all saying things I feel very deeply. This is why you didn't purchase a Hobonichi planner. Yeah. Oh god, anything that's dated. Do not expect me to be keeping up with that. because I'll be like, I'm the sort of person where like I have this new routine that's going to change my life and I'm going to do it all the time, and it happens for like 2 weeks and then it's something else. So like, oh, if I had a dated planner or journal, it wouldn't happen. It would be the best thing ever for like 2 weeks, and then it would be never touched. I like undated pages that I can just like pick up and just return to when I feel like it, and you would never know when you pick it up that I've left it for so long in between. Some washi on there. I always do a flip through of your Romania journal, but there's so many empty pages. That's fine, just skip those pages, just do a flip through and just, oh, no one saw that page. Just skip it out, no one will know. That's okay. I do, when I go on holiday now, I keep either a voice note of me saying what I did each day, or like some scribbly little notes or notes on my phone so that I know what I did each day. I'd recommend scribbly little notes because then it's like a nice backup. If you really can't be bothered to write it out again, like I said, just put the notes in an envelope. I kind of done, but I just want to see what, I don't want to miss any messages. You had a dated journal in 2020, you managed to do every day except 10. That is impressive. I would not be able to do that. At the moment you hardly write at all. Well, yeah, apparently me neither. Look at that, there's no writing to be seen. Actually, I'm just gonna, you know, like the dark brown I put around there, I'm just gonna put it around this one as well because I feel like it looks cool. Sorry if that just wiggled. And yeah, I think apart from like me just writing on here, which I'll do off camera probably, I think we have made our cozy layers spread. What do you think? Rate it out of 10. I hope you like it. I actually, like, this was one I was like, what am I going to make for this? I don't know. And I honestly was quite uncertain. I was rambling on and thinking I'll figure something out. But like I said, sometimes the ones where you have low expectations are the best because they turn out really nice. And I feel like this is one of those because I didn't know what I was doing and I really like it. It's definitely cozy and it's definitely layered. So I feel like we've nailed the prompt. Yeah, I think we're good. I could always do more doodles, but I've got to stop somewhere, I suppose. Just a few dots. I hope you like it. I think it looks fab. Yay! Me too, honestly. That's such a good idea. You plan to buy sticky notes with next... Yeah, definitely take sticky notes for travelling. I think that's a really good idea. You can like put them on each page. Love that. Just hopefully they don't fall off. That's why I do like journals that have like a pocket or an envelope in the back for like tucking a ephemera in there or notes or whatever. That's always a good one as well. Yay, I'm glad you like the page. I do too. I think it turned out nicely. I think we're on theme with the prompt. We're on prompt. Here we have a cozy layered page with a very cozy layered up fauna, that's her name, isn't it, with a scarf. Then we have wrapped up in joy with everyone wrapped up in their cozy layers and also enjoying things. And then we have multiple layers here, cozy sweater, look, all those layers. And I'm going to journal here about our lovely day at the pumpkin patch, which you'll see probably more pictures about this and more pumpkin themed things of my pumpkin patch day on the actual prompt pumpkin patch, which is, when is the pumpkin patch prompt? The 16th. So I'll do loads more for that pumpkin wise. But for now, there we go. I'm glad that you like it. I think it's really cozy as well. And yes, I guess it is very me. And I hope you've enjoyed this live. It's really nice that you've all been here and that we've had like such a good journal chat. I think we'll, I was going to say we'll have to do it again, but we already have a date. So the next one is the 22nd, soft textures. So I'll have a think about what I'm going to do for that. And maybe I'll get some more like journal themed questions, because having this chat about like travel journaling, notes, like note taking, the dated planners or not, I feel like that's so interesting and we can all kind of relate. And I'm sort of sad that this conversation has to be over now, but my voice is going. It's been 102 minutes and the spread is done. So I'm going to call it a night, but thank you so much for watching. And yeah, we'll carry on chatting about stuff in the next live. So hopefully I'll see you there. I hope you enjoy carrying on with this challenge. don't tell yourself you're behind because it doesn't exist. It's just fun. So just enjoy it, do whatever prompts you want and leave the rest. Until next time, happy journaling. Bye.